This is the question from the game of the timers. I'm just quickly trying to answer this question in the real time. So I'm just beginning the timer right now. Let's see how much time I'm going to take to answer this question. So the timer has begun just now. If CB is less than AB is less than 0, is C minus A. Okay, so first of all, I'm just trying to decipher the meaning of this information, that is CB is less than AB is less than 0. I quickly noticed that B is common here in two things, and the question is asking the value of mod of C minus A. Is C minus A mod equal to mod C minus mod A? Okay, there are two things that we always have to do in these data sufficiency questions. First, deciphering this meaning. So there are two things, that either B has to be negative and A and C both positive, or B has to be positive and A and C both should be negative. So there are two scenarios I am taking. If B is less than 0, then both C and A have to be positive, and at the same time, suppose if B is minus 1, so then C should be maybe 3 and A 2. Then in that case, the absolute value of C becomes greater than the absolute value of A. That's one scenario. And if B is greater than 0, then C and A both should be negative, and in that case C should be actually less than A, because if C is minus 3, then A should be minus 2, supposing B equal to 1, right? Also, we should also observe that what exactly does the question demand to answer the question in the definite form, either yes or no. Mod of C minus A is equal to mod C minus mod A. See, the difference under the modulus is equal to the difference of the absolute values in the real time. That is possible only if the absolute value of C is greater than the absolute value of A. That's number one, because the right hand side always has to be positive, right? And that will be true only if the absolute value of C is greater than absolute value of A. And also that is possible only if C and A have the same sign. Only then their difference will come to the left side. So we need to know, the things that we need to know are, do C and A have same sign? That's one question that we have. And also, is absolute value of C greater than absolute value of A? So these are two questions that we have to answer. Let's quickly see what does the first statement has to give to us. C is greater than A. C is greater than A is confirming to the first understanding. The first understanding also says that C and A have the same sign, therefore the first statement stands sufficient. This is case number 1. This is actually affirming to the case number 1. I hope you can see that, because C has to be greater than A, or as per the case number 1. So this is sufficient. The second statement says B is less than 0, and if B is less than 0, that's once again the case number 1. So sufficient. In data sufficiency, we always have to see that the first and second statement should never contradict. The answer should be D option. I am quickly closing D. That's my answer, and I hope it is registered. It's asking, is your answer correct? I am pretty confident. Thank you so much. That's where I would like to take a pause. My name is Bhupendra Singh, and I am giving this solution from GMATINSIGHT.com. I take the quant classes exactly like this. It's a real-time attempt question. And in this question, I think we learned that first of all, we need to decipher the meaning of the information. We need to analyze the question. We need to understand that what are the things that we need to know to answer the question. So these were the two major things that we quickly figured out we needed to know. And the first and second statement are helping us know them. So the answer becomes option D. You can also appreciate that though I have taken 2 minutes 50 seconds, but I was explaining as well. So probably I took 1 minute extra because of that. And this question I could have done in 1 minute 50 seconds or maybe even less. Thank you so much.